Welcome back to Let's Play Metal Gear Solid 4. In the last episode we had gone and met up with Otacon's little robot, the Metal Gear Mark II, and it basically gave Snake a couple of guns and some equipment. But unfortunately he doesn't really have the kind of hardware he needs to really fight. Hopefully he can find some way to deactivate the ID locks on all of these guns. Now for quite a while in this episode there's going to be a lot of dialogue, so I won't be able to talk a whole lot. But let's go along with it anyway. We weren't sneaking around like this a minute ago. Oh, look at that. Yeah. That's not unusual or anything.
Pretty sweet, huh?
Whoa.
Whoa, hold it. Watch where you pointing that thing.
Drop the soda and no one gets hurt.
Who are you?
Neither enemy nor friend. Voila.
You're not with the militia, and you're not PMC.
I'm a weapons wholesaler. All shapes, all sizes. But there's no need to worry, because all my shit's been laundered.
Laundered?
You see, I take ID guns like the PMCs use and make some mods. Then you can use them without having to match IDs. In other words, I'm a gun launderer. You can call me Drebin.
Drebin?
Yeah, they use that for all of us.
There are more of you.
All over the world. Not that I ever met any of them personally. Me, I'm Drebin number 893. You ain't a registered PMC employee, are you? You need a guy like me. Consider it a welcome gift. Take it. The M4. The official carbine model used by the U.S. Army, developed from the M16 service rifle. This one's a top-of-the-line model, real popular with the big PMCs. High precision, not like that government-issue shit. It's, free-floating, of course. Relax, that barrel's clean.
Is the hider CQC compatible?
The beauty of this sucker is that it's got a lot of customizable parts. Change it up the way you want to meet your everyday needs.
Flip-up sight, rail system. Not bad.
Yeah, well, you know, I get a lot of noobs around here. And if you need them, I got a wide selection of aftermarket parts as well.
The frame's pretty rigid. No rattle.
Go ahead, give her a squeeze.
Pull the trigger.
Really? That's weird.
What's weird?
Wait, I got it. I bet you're using an older generation of nanomachines.
Older generation?
Sometimes they don't really jibe with the new system.
Seriously, who are you?
Whoa. Slow down. Oh, yes. My day job's working at AT Security. I'm in charge of production control. So I get my hands on all the ID chips before they even register. Have a sip. It's a side of AT the public don't see. From the looks of it, you ain't with any state army. But you ain't exactly green, neither. You've got last-gen nanomachines. So I'm guessing former what you're here for. But you want to be well equipped, am I right? So, can we talk business or what? You won't regret it.
What's your take on him, Otacon?
I don't particularly like the guy, but it looks like we'll need his help with those ID guns. Sonny's been doing a little sleuthing for us. Drebin, a well-known gun launderer in war economy circles. He's a businessman who deals mainly in selling black market firearms to small PMCs and local militia. Somalia, the Balkans, Lebanon, Darfur, Chechnya, Timor, Peru, the Punjab, Kashmir, Colombia. This guy really gets around.
How's he pull it off, anyway?
You can create a non-ID gun by replacing the ID recognition chip with a counterfeit version. This enables you to bypass the ID recognition process and use the gun. The problem is that there's still a record of the chip being replaced on the system side. Drebin's an employee of AT Security. He must have connections on the inside erasing records for him.
You think the Patriots are involved somehow?
I'm not so sure. If the Patriots were running the system from behind the scenes, then a weasel like Drebin would be a real pain in their collective ass.
Can he be trusted?
Remember, Drebin's a green collar. He makes his living off the war economy. He doesn't let emotions get in the way of business, and he never gets his own hands dirty. The only thing he trusts is money. I share your concern, but what if we keep him at arm's length? Use him only to get intel and the supplies we need. Keep it strictly business.
All right.
So, we ready to make a deal or what? Okay then, let's talk business. This is a war zone. There's product coming in here by the truckload. And you'll be picking up a lot of guns in the field, I'm sure. Whatever guns you don't need, I'll take and buy them off you. That'll earn you points you can cash in for services.
Like what?
I'll launder your ID guns, no more locks. And I can also sell you the guns I've got in stock. Let me show you.
Pretty sweet setup you got here, Drebin.
To ensure you can use non-ID guns, I'm gonna have to suppress the old nanomachines you got in you. Otherwise, they'll interfere with the system. Here, stick yourself with this. It's full of suppressor nanomachines. Relax, it won't hurt. You're scared of needles or something? See? No sweat. Now you can use non-ID guns, no problem. Hey, be nice to our guest. Step outside.
Boo.
There you see? No problem. From now on, when you pick up an ID gun that says lock, you just let me know. You name it, I can launder it. Of course, it'll cost you. The going rate depends on the war price at the time. Man, I gotta give this shit a rest.
Looks like you're doing pretty well for yourself.
You might say that. What with the war economy and all. and the system clamping down on things. System codes are the law now, and control's essentially absolute, paving the way for fat profits if you're willing to bend the law. Demand keeps on growing thanks to the war economy. I sell ID guns to the PMCs and state armies, and naked guns to terrorist groups and paramilitaries. And these ID guns can't be sold on the black market. System's practically a license for us arms dealers to print money. Privatizing the military's made the PMCs big and bloated. The fatter the PMCs get, the line between civilian and soldier is gonna get real blurry. Sooner or later, the whole damn human race is gonna be green collars. More like we're all gonna be fighting proxy wars. But hey, this war economy puts the food on my table. You're a green collar too, aren't you? Yeah, it's in your eyes. You've seen a lot of combat.
What makes you think you know me?
Nothing to be ashamed of. I'm the same way. I grew up here too. I got no interest in the outside world. All right then. If you need me, holla. We specialize in speedy service. Catch my drift? I have you.
Okay, Snake has got himself a new toy. Awesome. He also got himself a little bit of a deal, an arrangement with this Drebin individual. I don't know if we should really be dealing with a person like that, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. And Snake's gotta get weapons. Drebin can do that. Now here we are, he's got an M4 carbine assault rifle. This is a sort of a smaller version of the M16 assault rifle that was standard issue in U.S. military for quite a while. I think it's being phased out in favor of the M4. The thing about this M4, though, is it's a very customized version. So in this game, you can go and take the M4 and then go and swap around a bunch of parts like you're going to see me do here, and modify it. You can put laser sights, scopes, silencers, grenade launchers, shotgun attachments, a whole bunch of different things. It's an awesome weapon. And I think it's pretty cool, although a little bit annoying, that the weapon that you're going to end up using for the rest of the game, because the weapon you're going to end up using most of the time, at least I use most of the time during the game, is the M4 Custom, because you can go and it can be used in so many different situations, and it's a really nice weapon. In certain points, I'm going to be switching it out to different weapons, but, you know, it's the best all-around weapon you can get. You can even do a little bit of CQC while holding it. Now, the M4... Well, I mentioned this back when I was doing the Metal Gear Solid 3 LP, but the M4 is a variant of the M16 assault rifle, which has kind of a not too happy history, considering that it was first utilized by the U.S. during the Vietnam War, and the prototypes that they had built worked fantastically, from what I hear. They put them out, they field tested them, and they were friggin' brutal. They were smaller caliber rounds than the M14 rifles that were used before them, but you carry more shots. It was just
Snake,
more versatile.
Hurry and get to the rendezvous point with our informants. First, you'll have to get to the other side of that collapsed building. The only way across is straight through.
Yeah, it's a good idea. But anyway, when they went in the mass production with the M16s, it was a disaster. The weapons were difficult to keep clean, they jammed a lot. Since then, they've been improved quite a bit, but they've been stigmatized because of that. Snake seems to be quite fond of this M4, though. Now, Drebin was also talking about a few other things, and it was something that was mentioned by Otacon earlier. The war economy, war price, and all that kind of stuff is related to it. In this weird future, which really isn't that far in the future by the time we're recording this, it's like 2014 or so, it's 2013 now. In this horrifying future, instead of wars being fought over, say, territory or resources or all that, wars are fought for the sake of the war. And the war itself becomes justification. So, people are profiting off this war, and they call it the war economy. And that's a really, really fudged up kind of thing. That's really evil. Twisted world that this lives in. And you also, as a result of that, you see a war price being brought up in conversation a bunch of times in regard to what's going on. Like, if there's a lot of combat going on, the price is higher, and that relates to Drebin's prices, what he can sell his stuff. A higher war price for Snake will actually mean lower prices, but when the war price goes higher, you tend to see a lot of more powerful weapons being used, like the gigantic gecko things, or more APCs or tanks, that kind of stuff. More soldiers, more explosions, all of that. So it's kind of weird that historically, war was fought over ideology, territory, resources, all that kind of stuff. It seems really screwy nowadays, or it seems really screwy to think of a war as being fought for nothing more than financial reasons, although one might suspect that has occurred before. Now, a person like Drebin goes and, oh. Okay. Ew, what?
Who's there?
Go away! I'm not done yet!
Stop! No. Stop right there!
No!
Get back here!
Dude, you realize he was taking a crap in there, right? I don't think you want to be playing with this. Oh, don't stick your head in there.